Welcome to Invoking Conversations. You see, for any industry to thrive, growth and ability to do things better is important. One major deterrent is when issues surrounding this is left unaddressed or unattended to. However, plenty of such issues surround us in the Christian film industry. This podcast show seeks to create the platform for such conversations. I am MADEBYOFRESH, and I hope you find value here. This podcast is basically about this trend that a post that I made that has become a trend now, and everybody's coming to my. If you know what my eyes are seeing, I'm just thinking, oh God, like everybody's just coming all over, and basically I think a lot of people misunderstood it. So producer, director, director, actor. And sometimes he writes to my brother, John Ogutuashe.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you for having me, sir, Mr. Ofresh. You know, for whatever is the cause of the gospel, especially for the media, for the Christian media, I'm always open to it. You know, I have to come all the way from Lagos. I must be here. You know, and thank God for your life, for the great things you are doing. Number one, Mama Private City. You know, the smartphone filmmaking and all the media runs. Thank you so much. God bless you. And thank you for this invoking conversation. So I'm looking forward to it, and we believe this will be an edification to the body of Christ, and then to take Christian media, the feed-based filmmaking, whatever that is, to the next level. Yeah. God bless you.
I also look forward to that. I mean, like, why are we doing what we're doing? Is if not for Christ.
Yes,
Christ is the center of everything. And before we begin, I just want to clarify one or two things. The Bible says a house divided against itself will not stand. So we are not here to pull anybody down. Of course, definitely not to pull our own body down. All right, our fathers are honored and reverenced. We're always referencing them, so it's that we can never dishonor our fathers. All right, this video, the intention is not to pull down anybody or any ministry or any such thing. No. So if you got it like that, please go and read that post again. All right, please. It's
very important you explain yourself, because the post might not. Yes. You cannot explain yourself.
I know it didn't sit well with a lot of people, because like I woke up and I found like more than a million engagements on it. I'm like, what's happening here? I mean, so for people who are popular, people like J. Mikey and Damilola, they can get all those a million kind of engagement. But for someone like me, who, if I'm getting a million, I need to check it. What's happening? What's happening around here? All right. And so the way we were wired is that we don't chase clouds. That's not our thing. We don't chase clouds. What we do is that we go for the gospel. We preach the gospel. I mean, of course, if you keep doing what you're doing over a period of time, you will amass following, you will amass all those kind of things. But as a child of God, you don't go running after all those things. The Bible says, seek ye first the kingdom. Every other thing will be added. Those things come. So you don't need to begin to struggle for them. Do you understand? Yes. All right. So let me just quickly read the tweet that actually caused a lot of ruckus, or what do they call that? I said, I celebrate you, Funke Akindele. I knew you would get here someday. I was hoping Pastor Iye Adeboye's Enoch. That's a description. That's not even talking about Pastor Iye Adeboye. And that's what most people don't know.
It's a description. It's a grammar.
Yes. We're saying that it's film. Except you are telling me that this film is not his film. He doesn't have to be involved. We're talking about something in his name, then definitely it is his own. I don't do something in your name and then they say it's not your own. Why am I using your name? You can sue me. Eventually. It depends.
So, it depends on how you look at it, but it's fine. I get what you mean.
Let it be fine. I'm the one reading first. So now, I'm saying that it's a description of that. All right? And if it were to be a hashtag, maybe I would have said, I want to push it
I've seen something new from this tweet.
So if it were to be a hashtag, then...
You said...
I celebrate you, Funke Akindele. I knew you would get here someday.
Yes.
I was hoping.
That is it.
That Pastor Iye Adeboye's...
I studied English in last.
Thank you. Pastor Iye Adeboye's Enoch. All right, because if I said I was hoping Enoch,
in any case, still continue.
Thank you.
See, if you say if you are referring to Pastor Adeboye, if you say Enoch,
yes,
you're referring to Daddy Mike, myself, Dami, and Pastor Kemi.
Okay, I didn't.
So in any of the above, it is still the same thing. Continue.
Anyway, my own is just that I was hoping Pastor E. Adeboye's Enoch would be the first to get here.
You know what that means?
Based on the fact that I desired it to happen. That's my own writing. All right? I desired it to happen. I want a faith-based film to do that. Okay?
But
as a filmmaker.
But we didn't do that.
I have not written it for. Hold on, let me finish. I said, I desired it to happen. Okay? And then I said, I hope we take something from this greatness. Okay? What Funke Akindele has done is greatness, and nobody is questioning.
So you hope that the GO will take something from
that? I said, I hope we. Is that the GO?
But you see, there is a subject now. You know, this is a multiple complex sentence.
It's like a scripture. In the scripture, you want to hold on to what verse 1 says, and you don't want to look at the scripture in its entirety.
Okay, continue.
Do you understand?
Continue.
And that's where we do errors. All right. If you want to look at a scripture based on verse 1, and you don't want to look at
where it's coming from,
what has happened before,
blessed are thou. You don't say if you leave the if you.
And you don't want to look at what has happened before and what happens after.
Yeah.
Do you know? So now, I am saying that I hope we take something away from this greatness. All right? And that we see beyond YouTube. The fact that you
said a lot of things in that post.
Do you understand my point? So that the fact that you, John Ogutuashe, you're putting your film on YouTube, but you are seeing beyond YouTube.
Yeah.
Because I've looked at you. Yeah. I've studied what you do.
You are correct, actually.
You are seeing beyond YouTube. Even though you still put your film on YouTube. You are not there, glued, and like, this is the end. YouTube is a means to an end.
It can even close down tomorrow.
Yes. YouTube is a means to an end. It's not the end in itself. Yeah. But do you know that some of our faith-based filmmakers see it as the end?
Yeah. That's correct.
And then they just make their films, do you realize that there was a time that there was a trend that everybody will say, let's follow ourselves back. Put your name in this thing. Tell me your YouTube channel. So let me subscribe to your channel. I subscribe back to your own channel. And at the end of the day, they don't get to go and watch the film of the person they subscribe to their channel. I mean, if I'm subscribed to your channel, I'll definitely come back to come and see the film. Yeah, but if you are making whack content and I helped you to get to 1,000 subscribers just because I want to come and I want to get to 1,000 subscribers too, we're hurting ourselves. Yeah. So I said that we have to see beyond YouTube because there is more. Now, Funke Akindele got that
1 billion.
1 billion, and she got the applause that, hey, babe, we know you that you have been a queen of cinema and you've done it again, okay, for whatever that is worth. Do you know that CNN wrote about it? Do you know that Atiku Abubakar, His Excellency, had to send him a personal message. I had to send her a personal message, a tweet.
Even Governor
Tinubu had to say,
President Tinubu and
Governor Sanwo-Olu, all of those big people said, we've noticed what you have done. This is a great stuff. Yeah. Now let me bring it home. In my mind, the way I thought about it is that if Enoch, I'm not comparing. That's where hold on. That's where a lot of people are making the mistake. I'm not comparing. I am saying that if there's nothing to compare, that's what. If you are saying there's nothing to compare, then you should know I'm not comparing.
But so now, wait, sir. Let me finish. You will finish. This is a podcast. You will finish. Now the idea is that I think at this when you finish, I just want to come in. It's better for so maybe people misconstrue what I mean or misunderstand me, misconstrue and they misunderstand me than to say that is not what like you gave it to us and we read it. We studied English in primary school and me in university level.
Okay. Anyway,
continue, finish.
Now, so from the perspective which I was seeing,
yes, that is the right way.
If our own film,
Enoch
is the one that's in the cinema, 1 billion is nothing. It's not about the money. 1 billion is nothing compared to what our Enoch would have made in the cinema, not in the monetary terms for me. But let us look at the monetary term. If Pastor E. Adeboye stands up today in the church and says, my film is in the cinema, I want you all to go and watch it. In fact, the whole cinema, in short, I can't measure what can happen in monetary terms. I can't. Because the amount that will be made will be far beyond all of that. Now, a lot of people have not seen Funke Akindele's film until this buzz began. When they heard that they say a film made 1 billion, they went to the cinema to say, which film are they even talking about? What's so spectacular about this film that it made 1 billion? That is what would have happened.
1.5 billion.
Yes, that is what would have happened when Enoch hits a landmark in the cinema.
No, I think I think you are combining a lot of things. Is it the complaint of Enoch or the statement you made, or not? But you are talking about Daddy Joe talking about publicizing the movie. So that there are a lot of things you are putting in this.
That's what I'm saying.
You're gonna make it complex for me right now.
Okay, for you. Okay, hold on.
And for the audience.
Hold on. Let me make it simple. That's what I'm saying.
So let's discuss the tilt.
These letters you are reading, these words that you are reading, they look so short. There's a whole lot that's going on in my mind when I made it. That's why I said that I couldn't have written this tweet without putting the names of all these people there. If I put your name in this tweet, it would be like a battle between you and I, which is not.
Well, you are putting somebody's name already. You put Daddy Joe's name?
It is the person that owns it in my own, like the person in whose honor we made it is for identification. Okay? If I just said Enoch, have you gone to, do you know the number of movies that were made named Enoch? It's not just this one.
You use our hashtag now. The hashtag was correct.
Are you the only one that has... Yeah, is he only? Please, can you help me check? Is he only? You know, wait, before Enoch starts, there was some other film that has been there. I didn't use it hashtag Enoch.
What hashtag do you use?
Hashtag Enoch.
Okay, no,
that's what I use. If I used Enoch in that wise, it could be anything. Do you understand? So I'm looking at it.
The poster is there now.
I don't know. Yeah, the poster is there, of course. Yeah, but in the tweet, I was identifying it in a certain way.
Now, okay. What are we discussing about this tweet? Let me know.
So what we are discussing about this tweet is the clarity of the matter and the positioning of Christians in the today world.
Yeah.
All right. Now, the reason why I said YouTube is a means to the end, not the end in itself, is because I'm saying that we need to take our content beyond YouTube. All right. We need to take it to the mainstream itself. All right. And how do we do that? Why do we do that? Because our children, they are going to the cinema. I don't see you have been to the cinema. I've been to the cinema. And we still go there. Okay? One way or the other. Even Damilola, J. Mikey, every other person. Maybe Baba Mike Bamloye will not go to the cinema. I want you to think.
Why not? He goes to yeah, not every time.
Maybe not every time.
I'm sure he told me a story where he was in cinema.
In the cinema, okay, to watch an edifying film, maybe like War Room or something like that. Yeah. So what I'm saying is that when our content get there, I know it's good. Baba has said that he's not against cinema. I think I read the tweet. I hope I'm right.
Baba believe in which of course we share. You believe in evangelism economy.
Okay.
So economy in that. Okay, if I can reach 1 million people for free, and then that's put on YouTube. Many people will watch it with their data with something very cheap, and then if I put it in cinema, how long will it take 1 million people to watch a movie in cinema? And what will it also cost me? So if there's a cheaper and faster way to reach 1 million people, let me stick to it. But by the time cinemas get to a time where they understand ourselves, and then it can reach out, and then it will not be on this is on do this pay out this by 5. You have to put a lot of effort, and you are getting minimal result until we get more results. So let's just stick to what we have first. It's not against any other platform, VOD, YouTube, cinema. It's not against it, but you believe in that economy, which all of us share also. Okay.
So can you now imagine a situation, even under this thread, that a lot of people are saying, why cinema? Cinema, why make money? It's a wrong thing. It's the devils. It's this.
That is wrong. That is wrong.
You know that's wrong. Yeah. Okay, so now what I'm saying is that with this my tweet, I was hoping to achieve many things. The first of it, like I said, is the fact that we need to see beyond YouTube. All right, because if for some reason Elon Musk decides to buy YouTube up tomorrow, maybe Google up tomorrow, and now says that, okay, from now, I don't even want Google to open or to do anything.
I don't want movies. I only want short.
What will happen? Does it mean that it has ended?
That's a nightmare. Some people will commit suicide.
Do you get my point? So now, we need to see beyond YouTube. All right. And then how do you see it beyond YouTube? Of course, you make content for, and I like that economy statement you just made that Baba has, which is a good one. Some people can't afford. And if you look at it, I have that mindset too. Why do I do my films December and I don't charge anything? Because I believe that during that period,
and that is where some people are shocked. That you know, it's more fresh. When they do free premiere, do this or this and that. Now, see, let me tell you, we are talking too much. Let me just go to it.
Okay.
Now, from people's options that I've read and from my keen observation of that post, now, we don't have right to form an opinion for you, but we know of the people, and what we will see and we analyze is the fact that, see the word, I hope that Enoch will have done this.
I was hoping
that Enoch will have done this. You know what that means? That means that
I was hoping
what that the Geo cannot do, you know, what the Geo cannot do, Funke has done it. It's a simple grammar, but I'm sure that is one word to mean, right?
So let me ask you a question. Did Enoch go to the cinema?
No, he didn't.
So what's the comparison about? If you say Funke Akindele, he didn't go there. If he goes there,
no, it was a billion. It was a billion. It wasn't the cinema. It was the money.
It was no. I said I wish he would have. Oh gosh.
So
basically,
I'm sure that was not your intention, but that was what was brought out to the public opinion. That if you say, if someone said, Tunde, you're welcome. You bought the phone. And I was hoping Ofresh will buy this phone. But that means that what Ofresh cannot do, Tunde has done it. And so we're like, is it a billion? How much is a billion? Who is this person? What are the people you are comparing? Funke is a good person, very hardworking. That's one thing I think we should discuss on PR. She was everywhere. Everywhere. She was, and the friends, collaboration, friends, family, working. These are the things that we should employ, that we can do here in the kingdom. She's hard worker. She's a woman. Just that I've been, you'll be on fire. No joke. But Toba said, when she's on set, it's not joking. Are you with me? So that is things that we think that giving her result. Of course, there's grace, there's timing, there's a lot of things that could have worked for her. Good for her. But see that now that what she has done, we're hoping that the Jew that would do it, that Jews movie that would do it. Is that you're talking to the Jew directly, talking to other minister, or talking to the Mike? That's the opinion that we cut out of it. Not me directly, but we see the comments. Now, this I'm saying that it's not your opinion. It's not what you wanted to say, right?
So what I wanted to say is this, because I don't want to, it's kind of complicated, all right? So what I want to say is this, that Funke Akindele's film, it's an entity on its own.
Yeah.
It is the rave of the moment. And we have people in the kingdom who are the ones that brought her to that point, whether you like it or not.
The kingdom?
Yes.
Okay.
Every Christian that went to the cinema to see that film contributed to that success. Yes. You understand?
Whether you like it or not, you're part of the 1 billion. Your money is there, my money is there, yeah.
So what I'm saying is that if we, as Christians,
support ourselves,
now go to the cinema to see Enoch, if we had that opportunity, if the film had been put there and we had the opportunity to go to the cinema to see it, we would have achieved this. I was personally hyped when Enoch's first poster dropped. I think I shared it. I talked about it. I
saw your poster.
I went all out for it. Okay. So from that, you will understand where I'm coming from. Where I'm coming from is that I want a gospel film that could enter into the mainstream and do magic. And Enoch is the only one that we have that can do it
at that time.
That can do it. Do you understand? So while this success Funke has made is a big deal, we as Christians, the children of God, we have the capacity
to do much more. We are children of the Most High, yeah.
We could have done much more.
And then we have done much more. I told you it's not about money.
And that was when everybody is looking at it from the perspective of money. Because what Funke did was she made 1 billion.
Yeah.
And it goes beyond that.
Yeah.
It goes beyond that. It goes beyond that. It goes into the point of what you are able, the influence you are able to get as a result of that. And that's why you think I'm confusing this thing. I'm not confusing it. 1 billion, yes. But CNN had to talk about it. Tinubu had to congratulate her. Atiku had to congratulate. Every big person around had to congratulate her. All of those people that those people are following, or that are following those people, had to congratulate them. Now imagine what that will do to the gospel of Jesus Christ when we are the one. Naturally, are we not supposed to be the one to even lead? Is that not our calling? Are we not even supposed to be the one to set the pace?
It's all right. Let us move away from this. But
I don't want to move away from it.
No, because I don't know to be like we are going back and forth. No, I think the basic thing is we should not compare them. But which of course you say clearly that's not what you are doing.
I am not. And if you look at that, if you look at that comment, if you look at the comments on that very well, you see a lot of people coming to say that there's no comparison here. There's no comparison. All right. I'm not. Why in the world would any sane person say, Funke Akindele, Oba Dadiji o Shefi Gagbaga? Really?
But they win in other ways, but I think it's not in our ways. It's not in our place too.
I think the major issue here, because the way we came back for this, I think the major issue here is that I don't know if it is Twitter or it's today's world has made our mentality to be that we need to fight things.
No, if you are on Twitter, it's a war zone.
Apparently, Twitter is a war zone. You don't gain recognition on Twitter.
But what you just did actually, which I don't know, what you just did also was to promote the movie.
No, the movie has already been promoted.
No, you just said everything that happened in that movie is promotion.
So now everybody on that tweet had seen Funke Akindele's film, but a lot of people had not seen Enoch. We had to be refining them back.
How do you mean everybody has seen?
Check the tweets now, you see. I don't see anybody that say, hey, please, what is tribe of
Judah? Now.
Lori tweet, Lori tweet.
1 billion.
That's what I'm saying. Did you see the
this 1 billion? It's not like a bad money, but
1 billion is nothing.
People are making,
of course. Okay, but a lot of people fail to see the angle at which I'm looking at things. I'm looking at it at the influence.
And that's why we're having this conversation,
yes,
actually. For them to know,
it's the influence. It's what we could do. Like, imagine a situation where somebody is now hearing okay, they say when Enoch eats 1 billion. It's not about the money, but he eats 1 billion. Where can the gospel film?
Where are they coming from?
Where can they go? Do you know that people have said it to my face that you people cannot even smell? That's even the word. Someone said it to me that
cannot smell what?
Recently on this tweet, after I made this tweet, someone said to me, you people cannot smell that 1 billion Funke Akindele. And I smiled.
It's about money, 1 billion.
I said, who are the people that went to the cinema to watch it?
Who won their money? Who won their money? Who 1 billion?
So now, your perspective is from the fact that money is not the thing.
It's not the thing.
Which, of course, is the reason why the film was put on YouTube. Yeah. It's not the money.
Yeah, but in actual fact, that another perspective to it is that in the media world, eyeballs, reach, every soul that is touched, that is reached, the media world, whether YouTube or cinema or VOD, is equal to money. This is what I talk about a lot. So if you focus on the soul, and you're getting to the soul, you are making your soft money.
Now, based on that, let me give you an analysis. That 1 billion, I tried to calculate it. What brought us to that 1 billion? If you divide 1 billion by 5,000, I think it will be around 200,000. That means 200,000 people were the people. I
did the calculation myself. I even put someone 3,000, maybe some go, all those somebody bad down now. They didn't show 5,000 by the way.
So if I were comparing, all right, would I have compared 3-point-something million people viewing that film on YouTube with the 200,000 that brought?
You are saying that now, and we appreciate it.
So my point is that there's no room for comparison.
Yeah.
What we are talking about here is that we need to move beyond that sphere. We are supposed to influence our society. We don't leave that influencing space for everybody. We also take our place in it. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, I do.
So that's why I said that. That was why I said initially, I said, if Baba just hold mic like this and said that my film is in the cinema, go and watch it. Forget it. The block, what's it called, will be shattered. It will be shattered. In fact, they won't know how to calculate the money. If money is the goal. But money is not the goal for us. But the influence is the goal for us. Do you understand?
Okay.
That's exactly the angle at which I'm coming from. But I understand the fact that souls is key. Do you understand? And it will translate to
the money.
To the money eventually.
Look at if for instance, Enoch has 3 million. Yeah, it's now on 3.4 million on cinema. You know how many billion would that be? That would be like 20 billion. I said
it's chartered the cinema.
So it means that
it's immeasurable.
Yes.
So that's why I said that it is not a comparison. It's a challenge. I appreciate the
fact that you are saying this because that was not the picture. People did not see that picture.
They didn't see it.
Thank God for this podcast.
Yes, they didn't see it. So people will always have their opinions, but I feel that it's good to have this kind of conversation so that we can kind of like shed light to what we're saying. And what we're saying is that the future is coming. I remember there was a time Mount Zion was the greatest distributor. Even Nollywood had to come and study how they distribute CDs. What's it called? DVD. Or is it DVD or CDs now?
CD and DVD.
CD and DVD. They had to come and study it because it was good. We had it. Like, you set the pace. We set the pace for them. That is what we are. That's what we are. So, yes, I understand that Baba prefers, what's that role you played the other time? What's that name you called it?
Emergency economy.
Economy. That's okay.
Soul economy.
Yes. Don't.
Kingdom
if
economy.
you put money, some certain people that should have been won will definitely not be won. That's profound. That's a revelation. Understand? But we cannot say that because that has been said, we're going to lock ourselves.
No, of course. Nobody believes. Everybody believes that.
But you know that some people believe.
As far as God is giving the platform, you know, we have to exploit it. Every platform. See, like I've taken professional courses on marketing and distribution. Just that it's not my core. Just the way of where are we like. That's why I had to take those calls. That's in flight. You know, people sell movies to all these airlines in dollars. Airline, all those air fans, Virgin Nigeria. They say they do private screening where all these big men just got 20 people, staffs. I know when I from inside that it's something I don't made that movie before it leads to cinema at all. It did more than 40 private premieres. So look at organizations, bank, gather your senior staff, you pay the money, they watch. So there's so many areas, cinemas, premieres, festivals, so many. Travel. People see travel with movie today. They were not exploring at all. But we have to also think and say, God. And these are shows there. There are shows in cinema. There are shows that will never watch YouTube. That are in cinema. There are shows that will never go to cinema too. That are always on YouTube. There are shows that will be on Netflix that will not watch movie on YouTube. Like. Are you with me? So none of these shows should be spared. If God gives the grant, we will go. Are you with me? But if that's the way I have to compromise my standard, I have to do what I'm not supposed to do. I have to bring in negative energy or God's whatever before I can get it. That's what. Then hold your platform and we hold our house. Are you with me? If for like Professor Dili, that's like their second major movie they made. He hit 3 million too. It's a gospel film. You know they use so that is what we're talking about. So God Himself desires that it gets to every village or whatever, but nothing should hinder that message from flying. True. So it has to be like on God's permission we travel.
Okay. So what do you have to say to people who their mindset is that cinema and streaming platform is a sin? You shouldn't put gospel content on such platforms.
They should go and be born again. No, if you believe that your own God is restricted to some to a certain place, they don't know the God that you serve. God, radio, drama, everywhere, tracks, cinema, anywhere we have to. But it is not I say again, it's not a do or die affair. It is not that do you know how cheating these cinema people are. Forget about, I don't mind to be there, but I'm saying this because we are filmmakers. We are both producers. They're taking 60-40. After you are paying for PR, you are paying for billboard, you are paying for every. You have called your trailer. They still don't call the trailer again. Pay money. Do poster. You still don't poster in 44 places. You don't even see the poster. You just do whatever. They collect the money from you. After you have used your money for whatever you are using it for, they pay for PR. You do. After then, they still take 60-40. If they're not strong, they are strong. Maybe they take 55, whatever.
But you can't castigate them. They are the one that.
They are the investor. They put the AC, they put generator. I know. Now, what I'm saying is that do we have the capacity? Nobody's even sponsored. So, if I have like probably a few million naira to make a movie now, a few million to make a movie, where are you going to? The money is not enough to make the movie I want to make.
Yeah.
Now, I have to invest more than what I've even invested in movie in our standard though. For the PR, because the money for PR they're demanding for is even more than the money I used to make the movie.
The movie itself.
So it doesn't have financial economy, it doesn't have financial intelligence.
But that's why they go into partnerships. Like I know Film One will partner with you to make the film, so you bear the you bear the burden.
And that's the best way. See, the best way to conquer cinema in Nigeria is to have a major distributor to bring them on board as partners. You know what they do? What they do? Let me tell you. Because their name is even the movie, whether it's sweet or not sweet, you must watch it. Yeah. You come to cinema today.
That's what they have.
1 p.m. is there. 3 p.m. is there. 5 p.m. is there.
So if you will see cinema,
yeah, I cannot go without watching a movie. I mean, let me watch it. Or maybe they put it on the prime times.
Yeah, the most important time.
Weekends, you have to watch because they have something at stake there. But if they don't, it's like
if people are not in demand of it.
Yes,
because I know that happened. Sorry, a minute. And because I know that happened with Man Down. All right, it happened with Mind Down. I remember that the time they were supposed to play at a certain cinema, I don't want to mention, we got there and they said another film is playing, so we had to go to another place. And I said, okay, how many are you people? You people are plenty, maybe we would. You understand? And because because I went with like 20 people, I can't even remember.
20, wow, that's very commendable.
Yeah, wow. I went with my team and I paid for everybody because I believe in it.
You're supporting the kingdom business.
So we went.
You're a kingdom partner. You're a kingdom financier.
That's how it should be. That's how all of us should be. So you understand? In Funke Akindele's film now, do you know the number of celebrities that were shouting about it? Some of them were not even inside.
Yes.
You understand? So that's support.
I think we should talk about that one too.
Yes.
So we don't have this good network, but
yeah.
Let's talk about.
So let's just finish this part, okay? And then all of those things come together to get us where we should be. Do you understand? So, like for instance, what you're talking about, it's even time to talk about it. Like, if you're making a film, what length do I go? Mount Zion has paid his dues before now, and because of that, all of us, one way or the other, we are attached. So we must do something when Mount Zion Films drops. But how many people are going to go extra mile to promote your film when it drops? Okay, and this is what the secular people do for themselves. Yeah. So Funke Akindele made a film. I know Niyi Akimolayan talked about it. A few other people too, not a few, a whole lot of other people talked about it. So also when they are making their films, so she will find a way to talk about it. Attend the premiere, do something, pick a tweet, something that talks about it. So whether you like it or not, we are in a circle. You work this person's film, go back to what this person's film, go back to what this person's film, and it goes on and on and on and on. Yeah. Using that same circle of influence. You understand? But do we do that within our own circle?
So I think we don't understand this. I think basically, I've studied it. I think the basic thing is that we don't have that understanding. We don't have that information. And of course, ignorance is not an excuse. Because where there's a side thing of you are not there, you don't share people's posts, and you're able to share your post. Are we friends enough to do that? Do you do that organically? Like I just this is how I'm sharing it. Of course, sometimes you have something you want to manage on your timeline. You have some other program you want to do and all of that. But but we don't really do that. We're not that sociable. It's not about, some people have following that are even large on Instagram or whatever. They don't even maximize it. And nobody will say, the big names of the world is secular, they won't do this for you. The way Enoch, the way people share Enoch that time, if that's how we'll be sharing every single good movie that comes out, that you trust, by now we should have been, it was the shouting of Enoch that it got to some certain quarter, call us, what's happening there?
This is a good thing.
What's happening there, So people don't understand the power that we carry. Like you, me, we are together. Like if you have to share, or even without begging, you are sharing, or you are owning it. But if the other way we understand that, the better for all of us. But we don't really get that particular vibe. And we are not like.
Can we say that it's because we're not sure of ourselves? Like, Fresh is doing the film. I'm not sure of the faith level of this film. I don't want to be part of sin.
It could be for a few people, but I think the major reason is just that we don't just understand that system. We are not educated enough. Not the education of that particular thing. The understanding we have of it is very low. So people do not see it. What's the need? So they don't say that this is very important thing for me to do. Let's push it. Of course. So there's certain, you cannot share all the movies.
Definitely.
Some people will share, like, I'll share a movie like for the guy. Mr. John, let's say share a movie. Someone from UK just come. I don't share this movie. God, I'm expecting God. I expect you.
I don't expect this kind of thing.
No, I like. I could not finish. You want to say that? Someone say I'm ready to finish it. You should get something for me. Don't worry. You know. So you might not be able to share all movies, but just have the understanding that we are building one strong force. If you have that understanding, then you know that when I'm sharing your movie and sharing my movie, we are still doing this. You see that everybody was sharing. Everybody, me, I've not jumped. Even when Jagu came on, they were sharing.
So that even brings me to another major thing to talk about. Because I remember when Jagu was done by some filmmakers that I knew, but I had my own personal reservations based on how people began to use words from Jagu. Do you understand? If as a Christian you can open your mouth to say Mologun, you know that kind of, Ogun Buruku Mbelo, and you're posting that on your status. You know that kind of stuff. I mean, I cannot decide what you do personally, no. But I just feel that by the reason of the work,
the same thing that happened to this trap called Judah. At the end of the day, I did a post today. It was 3 a.m. or I did that post. Like, I studied literature in school and dramatics. Even in the core of African storytelling, go and check it. All those is good over evil. Somebody cannot be robbing a bank and go scot-free. No, no matter you have him. No matter they will catch them shining. All that guy, pardon, but you do what you do. I just go scot-free. Gang of Lagos, go scot-free. The other one. The robbery, the one that this guy did too, the one that came from before Gang of Lagos, the robbery film. The guy went scot-free. American people are lawless. They don't. But Nigerians, we are religious people. We are moral people. But now it's cropping in. Everybody celebrate money and eyes. You do whatever, and then you
I didn't even see some of these films. So anyway, but it's okay. So what are the morals that we are taking away from this our podcast today?
Yes. So I number one thing that which of course is very important is that, you know, let's take from the middle, from the truth that you did. You know, it's good that you clear the air, you know, that you understand. Of course, you have always been you have not made any secular movie. Yet.
And some people are expecting me to make it. Go and be waiting on you.
You wait. Yes, very tired.
Tired.
You know, because I know we've had that discussion before, and you say, I know it's gospel all the way. And so, is a misconception of people misconstrue the post and the fact that you are still standing strong with your belief and faith, and which is very key because illiteracy like this, you don't know how things are. Before you know that Gio is seeing this thing,
it's a good thing.
It's a good thing, of course. Wait, depending on how you see it.
But I know that the Gio sees this, it will see it with an open mind.
Yeah, it depends. So it depends on who is telling him. You don't know.
You know, those kind of thing. That's another thing. No.
See, there's this boy. He said you can. You say, yeah, man, leave me alone. So, but it's good that we have to clear that we are not comparing. You are not. You are not comparing.
There's nothing to compare.
So it is different, but you just hope and you desire that the Christian film industry, ministry,
in that space.
Go even far beyond, reaching out to so many millions of souls, and then go beyond a certain scope. So, and that is a picture.
I want to wake up, and then the news I'm hearing is that Christian films are hitting landmarks. They are doing things that normally you are asking question that could this have been possible? Yeah, we're doing things.
Yeah, I know that UNESCO has called on Mount Zion before to make a documentary.
You see Mount Zion, don't be talking about Mount
Zion. Well, I think they are our father now.
Just leave Mount Zion. What Mount Zion has been able to achieve. What I'm saying is, what Mount Zion have been able to achieve by the reason of what our father, Daddy Mike Bamile, has done, leave that one here. Let us face Let's face us. the people of today. By the time they have grown old and have gone, Kiloma, what is to be seen? Do you understand? Is it going to be?
But that he has trained people like us, you know. And
so what
are we are changing the narrative.
It's about us now. It's not about.
We are changing the narrative now. We are of course, one way or another, you have draw influence from him. You know, that he is like the foremost man. I'm not the first guy that made him, but he's like the foremost man in the Christendom. Of course. And the guy is doing it and he's standing strong. Means that, this guy can do it and succeed. I can do it. So I think directly or indirectly there's something I've learned from him. People like we have learned from him directly. We are also a Dami and co. You know what? We're also coming up. We are the next generation. We are the next gen. He himself knew or he knows that okay, he belongs to a certain season. Although he's a seasoned man, he cut across, but of course he has age, and some young people are coming up. We should also believe, and always consciously tell us, see, we have to move higher, be better, and he's saying it.
And occupy.
Sure, you know, and then of course he's expecting greatness from us, and he said, don't leave the landmark, don't be here and there. You want to be just with God's, you want to go to, so we know where you are. Don't say, so you don't pollute or whatever. Don't pollute here and don't go there and mess up. You always tell us, focus. Yeah, and then there's a vision that he's willing to see, and he's seeing them gradually. It's happening. It's with whatever Mount Film Institute now as university degree.
You not talk about Mount Zion.
I will no. That is
before all these people come again and say it's a battle of Mount Zion and Kinikan.
No. We're talking about them in a good light now.
But I don't know anything about that.
So, but of course now, okay, let's talk about us. Bros now won 4 international award, 1, 2 in America. You know, 1 in what's it called? Toronto, not Toronto Film Festival, and then the other one. So like 4 of them already, and there are about 2 nominations coming up. And I've seen a lot of awards. It's not about because woman give award and God give reward.
Yeah,
are you with me? So we seen things happening. Look at Dami. I'm not talking about Mozart. It's a young guy like us. You know, of course, usually was invited to a festival in US that I've been there for 70 years to give a speech. His movie was also nominated and all of that. So we are making this happen. The world is looking. They are watching. See what this is. You are making your movie. Just as if one day okay. There was something happened some years ago when someone came from UK and picked 7 people. Say you should form a certain whatever, and then I will speak among them. So I don't know how, but they must have been watching. Are you with me?
Yeah.
This is the time when we are talking about brand and then coming about. They will see, already they are coming, but just times will still pay. By the time they come in and say, okay, this is my time. You can go with it, fine. If you cannot go with it, you can go away. It's as simple as that. When do you what's it called? It was this you come, you know, Bassi and Joseph Simon went to UK and sold out the
entire place,
entire arena. He was a secular singer now. They will shout, he was free. And then they made landmark. It's an history they made there. So nobody, the first gospel, whatever that has done that in the tower.
You get my point now.
So that's what we're talking about. We
occupying that space. Yes. Occupying that space.
There, man.
Yes.
I think this also, I'm taking away from this way that we set out to do great things. And we should not give up on what we are doing. So that is it. Thank you for this.
Thank you so much for this.
I hope I've not come to...
No, we have different opinions,
yes,
okay?
Yes.
But the beauty of it is that we all understand one thing, that we're not supposed to be divided against ourselves. Yes. We don't see things the same way. If we do that, then we are dummies. We should have our own opinions. Yes. It's not everything J. Mikey will say to you that you're going to say, hey, bro, no, that part I don't believe. I feel it should be like this. Yes. And then the same thing with Dami. It's the same thing with Laju Irene. All those kind of filmmakers. Even when we do our films, we'll be like, this part you should have gone extra. No, you shouldn't have gone that much. I mean, these things, they are subjective to. From person to person, which we understand that. But the goal at the end is that a house divided against itself is not going to stand. We can't be divided against ourselves, okay? If whatever they posted, and that is why I really want us to have this conversation, especially with your position as being one of the directors of the film. It makes it very super, and producer, so it makes it very superb, okay? That this is not a personal battle. It's not a battle, not even personal. It's not a battle against what Enoch or to
There's
undermine.
No battle at all.
There's no battle. There's no battle. There's no comparison. It's basically a position of desire. All right, and I feel there's nothing wrong with desiring great things. We should desire great stuff. We should desire to be in the best of places. Sorry about that, in the best of places, so that we can. And why do we want to do that? So that we can affect our generation more, whether we like it or not. I think it was Femi Lazarus. Was it Femi Lazarus? I think it was. What's this pastor's name? Pastor Poju. That was saying it. Was it Pastor Poju? Why am I mixing this thing up? A pastor Shah was saying it that this Gen Z. Somebody was asking him that why are you putting your attention on the Gen Z people? He said because Gen Z is also as important as every other thing. And do you know why? Because these old people, by the time their time has, they are okay and they are gone, what will happen to the people that are coming behind? So we should also pay attention to those people, because those people are the future of everything. They are the future of everything. If we don't school them properly and they go with this mindset that things have to be done in certain ways, that we, the leaders, not necessarily feel that that is how it should be done, it's going to be a problem.
Give the young ones opinions.
Somebody stood with me one day and said, Daddy Mike Bamiloye said that cinema is sin. You know that kind of a thing? Where did he say it? Do you know? So we should always.
In the Bible that is sin.
You know, we should always communicate and recommunicate these things to people, that this is our stand, and people know that this is our stand. We are not in. It's just like saying that we are in personal battle against. We're not in personal battle with anybody. All we are doing is to preach the gospel. That's what is important to us. If Christ is glorified, we are satisfied. You understand? You get it? It's a Thank you so much. Yes, thank you so much for coming. I really appreciate it. I'm so grateful. I mean, this man literally came from Lagos. Nobody say they pay money and no they do anything. To local Ibadan, local Ibadan.
And he fed him with chicken, with salad.
They don't have to know. They don't have to know.
And everything.
They don't have to know.
Thank you for hosting me. I wish, of course. So we can have this discussion some other
Yes, we're going to have another discussion. Yes.
And you know, this I believe this is the beginning of something. I think I saw your tweet where you say, okay, the whole thing has begun a new innovation, a new expression for Ofresh, and I said that this should continue, you know, and you know that it's a trending issue out there. Make it on board, let's discuss it as children of God. Like, and then this things like this also we need it. We don't even have much of this thing like this in the faith-based world. So I want to appreciate you for this, and I'm looking forward to the next episode. And then like we have like 4 or 5 people here, and we break the table
and talk about issues.
Of course, there's no sentiment.
No.
If you have an opinion, I have my opinion, I share it. And that is invoking. That is
by force. Bring that.
Bless you, bro.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so thank you for having me.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you so much. Thank you. I'm going to say bye to you. See you in the next one. Go and see my film, Mommy of IBCT. Some of you that say,
Bros is still playing on YouTube.
Bros is playing. Go get it.
Praise coming.
Go get it, guys. Go get it, guys. Thank you, and see you in the next one.
Yeah.